Skibbity bop bop ba doo bop bow. Yeah, we made it. That's right. Pacific Coast Scenic Highway. Finally, after a few days of things that were not so scenic, it's really good to finally have made it to the ride we set out to ride here. So yeah, just decided to pull off, take a few pics. Feeling pretty good about, I'm almost halfway through today's ride and it's like before 10. So I'm taking it easy today because we got a longer ride tomorrow, headed to Astoria. It's probably gonna be about 68, maybe 70 miles. But anyway, skibbity bop bop ba-doo bow, why, yeah! Pacific Coast Scenic Highway, man. I love the smell of fresh cut lumber in the morning. I'm here at the Willowfoot Bridge. Made it all the way to Raymond. Making an amazing time this morning. No big deal, it's just a mountain of oyster shells. That is all oyster shells. Well, I'm about to give me some oysters.
When it hits you, yes, 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 you shall. When it hits you, yes, 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 when it hits you, yes, 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 you shall. When it hits you, yes, 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 you holler, yes.
Linda's Fish and Chips does not disappoint. Wow, this looks amazing. I'm in South Bend right now, which is the oyster capital of the world, at least the self-proclaimed oyster capital of the world. But I must say, they do not disappoint. I mean, nice fish and chips right here on the harbor. Oh yeah, can't beat it. If anyone's ever in South Bend, there's a little food truck, Linda's Fish and Chips. Check it out. Wow, that meal was delicious, much needed, and it's a short ride coming up. So I just wanted to tell a short story about some of the people I met at the camp last night. I met one guy from Chico, and he was with a buddy of his from Colorado, and they were riding northbound. I seem to be finding a lot of people riding northbound here. Not a lot of southbounders. I don't think I've seen a single southbounder the whole time I've been on it. Yeah, another guy rolled in really late into camp around 7. It turned out he had done over 100 miles that day. And I can totally relate to that, given the adventure I had the day before. But he said that he's done the AT Trail 2 times, so he wants to do it again. So it was interesting to talk to another person who is into through hiking, and he was just rocking like an old Osprey backpack strapped to his bike. So I knew that he had done some backpacking most likely. So anyway, I'll check back in once I get to camp. It'll be a short ride, and night, guys. There are some definite advantages to getting into camp early. Believe it or not, I'm out on a little hike right now, headed down to the beach. I made it to Bruceport at around 2 p.m. and there's a nice little beach access here. Gonna get my first view of the Oregon coast, or Washington, lower Washington, I guess, southern Washington coast, and gonna see what it looks like here. This is a beautiful little trail that I'm headed down. The ground is littered with oyster shells. I mean, rightfully so, oyster capital of the world, and gonna check it out, see what this place is all about. Pretty nice beach, but you just can't really walk around that much. There's not really much sand, but it's a nice place to sit, reflect, and think about tomorrow's day of writing. So tomorrow I should be hitting Astoria, and it should be a much longer day, maybe more around 60-70 miles. So I'm gonna rest up today, really just kick back, let my muscles recover, and get ready for last day of Washington. I mean, this is really my last night in Washington, last full day. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. It's a steep drop off. Last night in Washington, and I'm just sitting here by the fire, reflecting on my time. It's been a great experience. So I'm just chilling here in Bruceport Beach, southern Washington coast. It's pretty nice out. It's definitely windy today, but when it was sunny, it was warm in the sun. So that's always a nice thing to have. And then I was able to do some laundry, air all that out. So I think I'm ready to hit the road tomorrow. You know, it's really a downhill day once we hit South Bend. So good getting all that great food and pedaling up here to Bruceport. You know, we hit Raymond there, and once we hit Raymond, there was a trail, and the bike trail went on for quite some time. So it's nice to have just a paved trail away from cars. Sometimes it's hard when you're just on the very narrow shoulder and cars are whizzing past you and they're logging trucks and things of that nature. So I'm starting to do less and less filming with the GoPro, I'm going to be honest. But tomorrow I think I'm going to try and wear it for at least some portion of the ride and try to get a few first-person shots. I'm just loving just chilling by the fire. I thought lighting a fire here in Washington for my last night is a good tribute. It's crazy how much fire is a source of entertainment out here, because when you're at home, you're always on the smartphones and looking at some sort of technology. Here, I still use my phone to listen to music, but for the most part, I'm not on it. This trip has been a great chance to just reflect and really decide, because, you know, once you take that red pill, it's hard to go back and take that blue, you know, that red pill being the adventure lifestyle. So, you know, real talks.